Hey, planner friends. Wow, this is a first for me. Hardly do I ever put my face on YouTube. But yes, here I am today, unfiltered and uncut. Excuse the mess in the background. That is my work desk. And all the rest is planner stuff. But anyway, I wanted to do a different kind of video. So, I earlier in 2024, I had made the challenge of asking all of my subscribers to, give me ideas for new filming content for YouTube. And so I had one of my subscribers reach out to me and ask me to do a video on printing and cutting inserts. So that's what I decided to do, you guys. The next video that you'll see after you see me will be a video showing you how I print and cut inserts for different planners. Now, let me just forewarn you, I am not a professional by any means, and I don't have this extravagant, lavish office. It's my planner stuff, and then it's my work desk back there. So, but I did want to show you how to do that for those of you that are just getting into using printables and things of that sort. Before we actually get the video going, let me tell you, in order to print printables, you do need a printer. The printer that I currently use is called an HP DeskJet, and it's in the 2700 series. So it's a pretty basic printer. Nothing, like you would see in an office setting, but it does the job. You'll also need some type of paper to print on, whether you use regular copy paper or you use like the different weighted papers. When I usually cut my inserts, I use 32-pound paper. I found that most of my pens can sustain that weight without like a lot of bleed through or ghosting. So just remember that. If you are using like regular printer paper, you may be limited only to using ballpoint pens in your planners when you go to actually write your plans on the thinner paper. I also use vellum. If you're interested in the different types of vellums that I use, I do have an Amazon storefront where I do have those items linked, as well as a lot of the other planner supplies that I use on a regular basis. Of course, you need a computer. Okay, so how else are you going to get these printables if you don't have either a computer or some type of phone where you can send the image wirelessly? Is wirelessly a word? Yeah, I think it is. So you guys, if you are interested in seeing my process, like I said before, stay tuned. And if you are just like a newbie planner or even a veteran planner and you just kind of want to see what I do on a regular basis, think about subscribing to my channel, you guys. I just like to play with stickers, have fun doing it, and it's my hobby, and I enjoy it. So I am going to get the camera set up and just kind of show you what I'm working with. Stay tuned. So let's start off with the printer that I use. This is an HP DeskJet 2752. Just a basic printer. If you want to copy something, you have this lid that flips up, and then the paper goes here in the back. It does have this tray here where you can slide this out, so when your papers come out, they will sit nicely in this tray. And then we go over here to my computer. just a basic computer. I don't use Apple products. I'm actually afraid to use an iPhone. I have had an iPhone in the past, and you know, I only kept it for like a couple of months because I didn't know how to navigate it. So this is just a basic computer. It is a ThinkPad, and then I just have just a random page up here. So whenever I start printing, of course you want to go to whatever you want to print. So I currently have up here a printable from Elise Creates. I don't know if you can see that, but it is just a basic monthly log sheet for your planner. So let me go. I think I have my paper loaded already. Let me check and see. The paper that I used to print on is this Hammermill premium color copy. It is 32 pounds. It does the job. It is a very, very high quality paper in my opinion, and you can kind of hear the thickness. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of sheets of these into my printer, and then I'm going to show you exactly how I print my inserts. So I stick it in there, nice and neat. Make sure everything is turned on. Then we're going to go back over here. And so we have the page that we want to print. So I recommend always having Adobe Acrobat downloaded, especially when you print these inserts, because it will stay in the format that the creator has published it in. If you print it from like Microsoft Word, you're probably going to run the risk of your margins and things not being correct. So you, of course, you want to hit the little print icon at the top. And then it will bring you to a print dialog box. So I don't want to print all 18 pages of this because I've already printed a couple. So let's just print page 1. And then I always choose actual size. The reason I'm choosing actual size is because I'm printing this for my A6 planner. When you decide to use printables, you can always, if it comes in one size, you can always convert it to different sizes. Laura Jane Plans, she has a nice little, let me show you right quick. She has a nice little conversion chart for you, for your planner sizes, but mine is already, when I chose to download this particular insert, I had already chosen the A6 size, so I'm going to print mine in actual size. If you need to adjust the sizing, you would come to the custom scale button, and then you would either scale it down or up based on the conversion chart. So I'm pretty sure if you search conversion planner, planner insert conversion charts, you can find one. But Laura Jane does have one, and I printed it out, laminated it, and just stuck it in my planner so that I'm not always trying to browse and go find one. So now that I have actual size, I'm going to let the computer do its thing. I just put the orientation to auto. I didn't change anything else. And then we are going to hit print. And as you can see, as you can hear, excuse my messy desk, you can hear that the printer is printing it out. And when it comes out, excuse my desk, you guys, it is actually in the A size format. So all I need to do, I don't know if you can see there, but there are crop marks where you can actually cut it, or you can size it yourself using a cutter. And what I mean by that is, and guys, sorry for the lighting. The sun is going down here in North Carolina. So if you actually have a cutting board like this, you can size it based on the measurements here. So let me put my camera back in the holder and I will show you exactly how I cut these. Okay, my apologies for the lighting. Like I said, it's kind of dark here in North Carolina. So this sheet here that I have, it has the crop marks on it. So all I do is I just trim where the crop marks are. And I use this Fiskars cutting board, and I just line the actual crop mark up with the line here. You just cut it. Like so. And voila. I have an insert the size of my A6 planner. Now, if I didn't have those crop marks, all you need to do is just measure it. As you can see here, A6 planners are 4x6. So you see it is 6 and it is 4. Actually, I could take a little more off of there. But printing inserts is all basically trial and error. You will need a punch. The punch that I use is We Are, and I like this punch because if you see here on the back, it has the different sizes. So you see it has A5, personal, and all you do is you just make sure, see, and right here also, A6, which is what I use, and you just slide those to the desired punch, slip it in, and punch it, and it's ready to go. So I know that was a kind of quick tutorial. I don't know how helpful it is, but the main thing that you want to remember when you go to cut your inserts is if the person offers the insert in your size already, I recommend downloading that one and printing it from there using Adobe Acrobat. And you can't go wrong. If it's like your first time printing and, you know, you're kind of nervous, I would just print a couple of test sheets. And a lot of the printable shops will give you like a test sheet. I've mainly been focusing on free printables. This one was not free, by the way. I had to purchase it. But until you get used to actually cutting your own inserts, I would recommend trying out some free ones because, you know, if you happen to do something wrong, at least you didn't waste your money on purchasing something. And a lot of the creators are willing to help you. They do have, normally when I purchase a printable insert, it will have like contact information where you can like email them or contact them on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And, I've had much success printing them. So I hope this video gave you a little insight on how to cut them. If you still have any more questions or you need me to go more in depth, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. And thank you guys for watching. My fault. I thought I was going to end the video there, but I want to emphasize a couple more things. Just for those of you that are new and you're trying this out for the very first time. If printing on regular, 8.5 by 11 size paper frightens you, you can also find paper that has already been pre-cut to your desired planner insert. I know that Michael's has them because I have some myself. But the only thing with that is sometimes different printers, you may have problems with different printers recognizing it. So, it's up to you. You can buy the paper that is already pre-cut, or you can just use what you have. I use what I have, and I also have, the pre-cut paper. So that is one other thing that I want to emphasize. Also, number 2, important. If you don't have Adobe Acrobat, download it. There is a free version where you pay nothing. It is free, and that is all that you need to print these inserts. If you try to print them on Microsoft Word, your margins may come out wrong and your inserts may not print correctly, and then that will just cause mass frustration. It took me a while to kind of get the whole process down, but once I got it and once I started printing my inserts, it was effortless, and I started to feel more comfortable doing it. Another thing that I didn't show you in the video was flipping. So if you want to print something on both sides of the paper, the printer that I currently have does not automatically flip the paper, so I have to flip it myself. So it just depends on what type of printer you have. Some of the printers will flip them, but you have to make sure you choose the correct way to flip it. Like there's one that says flip on the long side or flip on the short side, and you just have to play around with those settings until you familiarize yourself with the way that your printer is set up, because not everybody's printer is the same. Like I said, I have to manually flip mine, and I had to learn how to do so just from trial and error. It took me like 2 or 3 times to actually get it to print right, but once you get it, it works. I think those were the only things that I wanted to mention. Oh, one last important thing. If you happen to get a printable, or a shop only offers a printable in a certain size, but you plan in a totally different planner, find yourself a good conversion chart to use. Like I mentioned, Laura Jane Plans has one that is a freebie. And don't think that you have to buy or download all the different sizes. Get the one size that you know that you're going to use, and if you happen to switch planners, that's where the conversion chart is going to become handy to you and very, very helpful. So those are just the things that I wanted to point out. Like I said before, if you have any questions or if there's anything that I can help you with, just leave me a comment. If there's anything that I may have forgotten to mention in this video, please put that in the comments as well, because there are people out there that want to know the correct way to do things, and I just kind of gave you the way that I normally do it, but everyone, has different suggestions and different advice. So, yeah, guys, that's it. The next video, I'm going to try to show you my pen collection. So, if you're interested in that, you saw how messy my desk was. So I've got to find all these pens to show you. So if you're interested in seeing my pen collection, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell, or else you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. And I have lots of pens. I really do. So until next time, guys, bye. I'll see you later.